We will all face hardships. Not exactly comforting, I know, but Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble. So what do we do when we have the time in our marriage that we just are flabbergasted that our husband did such and such, and we're just like, can't believe he did that? Or maybe you just received a medical diagnosis that's awful, or maybe one of your kids has become a rebellious teenager and you can't believe the choices that they're making, or whatever the thing is, whatever the hardship is. You have a couple of choices to make. You can choose to sink into despair and depression and maybe resentment and anger and self-pity. Oh boy. Or you can make a better choice. You can choose to look at this situation through a different lens, a lens that says, I wonder how I can make the most of even this hardship. Can God do something in the midst of this hardship that is good? Almost with anticipation, like what can God do? Let me give you 3 thoughts about how to make the most of this difficult hardship, of this challenging situation. And the first thought is this: pray without ceasing. Jesus tells a parable in Luke 18, verses 1 through 8, I believe, where he says he told this parable so that they would always pray and never give up. Read the parable for yourself and get inspired to pray without ceasing about this situation, about this hardship. Secondly, ask God for specific counsel that he might have for you that might actually help change the situation or improve the situation, or maybe he wants you to do something in response to this situation. Psalm 32:8 says this. God says, I will counsel you and direct you in the way you should go. So ask him, Lord, what is my response here? Do you want me to do something regarding the choices my husband is making, or the choices my children are making, or the way my mother-in-law has been treating me? I mean, do you want me to do something? Please counsel me and direct me in the way I should go, because he might give you some promptings through the Holy Spirit or through a passage in the Bible. And then thirdly, ask God what he wants you to learn through this situation, because often God uses those moments of challenge to teach us something really important. In fact, often he uses those challenges, if we'll allow him, to grow our character, to help us mature. I love Romans 5. It says this, it's kind of challenging, but listen to what Romans 5 says. We rejoice in our suffering, because suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope, and hope does not disappoint us. Kind of tough to look at it that way sometimes, that, I'm going to rejoice in my suffering. But you know what? God could be teaching you or trying to teach you something super important that will help you mature and develop godly character. Will you allow him to do that in your life? It really depends on how you look at the situation. Let him make the most of this situation for you.